Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Kal Halayim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, our elders, GMS who rule well. Barakatham to all you Archonists out there that's pushing this truth and sincerity and strength, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. This GMS Stop and Listen. Today's scripture, the Spirit of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, is coming from Ecclesiastes 2:13. It says, "Then I saw the wisdom excelleth folly, as far as light excelleth darkness." Verse 14, "The wise man's eyes are in his head, but the fool walketh in darkness. And I myself perceive also that one event happened to them all." Read that again. This is Ecclesiastes 2:13, and it says, "Then I saw that wisdom excelleth folly, as far as light excelleth darkness." Right? Solomon right here, he's saying that right here, to have wisdom, you have to have knowledge and understanding, right? He's able to discern the difference between the two, but a lot of people are not able to understand the difference between wisdom and folly. You know, because you have what's known as desires of this world. You have certain people, the Lord give that wisdom to, like he did Solomon when he gave him that wisdom. If you read back in starting at verse 4 in that same chapter, he gave him certain things such as he gave him houses and vineyards. He gave him servants. He gave him gardens and whatnot. You know, he gave him more than anybody had in Jerusalem. And down in verse 9 it says, "So I was great and increased more than all that were before me in Jerusalem. Also my wisdom remained with me." Even though he had all that, he still had his wisdom. So he was able to discern, because he even knew in verse 10 he tells you, "And whatsoever my eyes desire, I kept not from them." Right? "I withheld not my heart from any joy, for my heart rejoiced in all my labor, and this was my portion of all my labor." You know? So whatever he saw, he wanted. So you have to understand the difference between, discern that between wisdom and folly, man. Because it says, "as far as light as excelleth darkness," right? Because the light, when you look at light, is what beautifies this whole world. You know, that light is what beautifies this place. You know, and when you have that light, you're able to discern, which that's the light of these scriptures. And it says, "as far as light excelleth darkness," because darkness is what? Confusion, right? Darkness hides danger from you, right? When you have that light, you're able to see. You're able to distinctly see. You know what I'm saying? When you got that light, you know, that's what that light provides, that vision. You're able to see, you know. So it says, "Then I saw that wisdom excelleth folly," meaning he was able to discern the difference. "As far as light excelleth darkness. The wise man's eyes are in his head," meaning what? A wise man's eyes are in his head, meaning he's always looking. He's always looking forward. He's around. He's being cautious. He's looking around him at all times. He's being aware of what's going on around him. "But the fool walketh in darkness," right? It says, "But the fool walketh in darkness," meaning his mind is always blind. A fool's mind is blind, right? You know, that his blind to, his mind is blind with that sottish, which means stupid, love of pleasures, man. His mind is blinded by these pleasures of life. You know, a fool, he always wants, you give him a car, He see his neighbor doing good, he want another car. Well, if you see another neighbor getting a bigger house, you want a bigger house. Now you got a car and a house, it ain't big enough. You had 2 acres, now you want 10 acres. Now you want a horse, and you don't even fucking know how to ride a horse. You did have a little fishing boat to go out and catch fish to provide for the family. Now your desire is to have a damn yacht. See, all those things are vanity, man. Those are pleasures of life, you know. Because it says here in 1 and 8, in chapter 1, verse 8, all things are full of labor. Man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. Because our eyes and our ears are both. The eyes and the ears are like the most high, noble senses we have, right? And it's saying that the eye is not satisfied with seeing, and the ear is not filled with hearing, meaning they're always looking for these new desires to be entertained with, as if it never had it before. Like you didn't, basically your eye didn't see everything, basically. Your ears didn't heard everything, but you keep wanting more, you know. That's what a fool, man. You know, a fool who walketh in darkness, he gonna always seek more. These pleasures of life, man. These cares of the world. It says, a wise man's eyes are in his head, but the fool walketh in darkness. And I myself perceive also that one event happened to them all. Because even though you have a wise man and a fool, it says one event happened to them all. I'll give you an example. Like, even though you have a man, he might be wise, there's certain things gonna happen to even the fool, which is like, give you an example. A wise man, we're gonna go through martial law, right? A wise man, when that time of race riots come, you're gonna have to go through those calamities. You're gonna go through that nuclear destruction. Even though the Lord said the elect gonna be brought through the fire, we're still gonna go through that process. You have to go through that. You know, it says, I started at 13. Then I saw that wisdom excelleth folly, as far as light excelleth darkness. Meaning you have to be able to discern between the two. You know, and it says the man's eyes are in his head. A wise man's eyes are in his head, but the fool walketh in darkness. And I myself perceive also that one event happened to them all. You know, so man, you have to keep your eyes on this wisdom, this knowledge, understanding, the wisdom of these scriptures, man. This is how you get wise, man. Because we look at all these spinning rims and this what they call fashion and trying to live like the Joneses, man. All that's folly, man. Those are lustful pleasures of the world, man. And you know, the Most High, like he did with Solomon, you can have wisdom and he'll give you a few things, man, but you just have to know the difference. Because if you don't have that wisdom, he'll turn you over to all those lustful pleasures, man. You know, just like the 2/3. So just be wise, man, and circumspect in everything you do, man. You know, if you could be a wise man, the Most High see fit. Hey, he might say, okay, you need a car. You might be able to get you a new car. You know, $7,000-8,000, nice looking ride. If you had it, that don't mean, you know, like you doing 2/3 shit to obtain something that look good. Jake liked nice looking things. Just like Solomon, he was wise. He had nice, pretty flowers. He had gardens. He had beautiful houses. He had slaves come to sing to him. He had the top musicians. They came to sing to him. He said, even though I had more than anybody in Jerusalem, man, I still maintain my wisdom, man. So with that, man, all praises and glory and honor be to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honor to our apostle GMS who rule well. And Barakatham to all you Akim that's out there pushing this truth and sincerity and strength of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. This GMS Stop and Listen. Appreciate Cal, man. Another lesson, man. Hey, with that, call me Yasha Allah. Shalom.